desire, such a delicate little seed, planted in the mind, watered by envy, and fed by everything we think we deserve. Tonight's story is not about monsters. It's about what happens when ordinary people are offered everything they've ever wanted and are asked what they're willing to give in return. Listen closely, because rot doesn't begin ugly, it begins beautiful.
5 teens, 1 block, 5 different kinds of hunger. Marcus counted crumpled bills on his dresser. Never enough. Tasha stared at a message she'd read 100 times, anger tightening her chest. Lila scrolled through smiling faces. None of them hers. Devin leaned back, laughing just loud enough to pull attention. Not because he needed it, but because he expected it. And Eli watched. He didn't speak much, didn't need to. He saw things others didn't, the cracks beneath the surface. That's when the letters came. No return address, no name, just gold foil, catching the light like something alive. Midnight, the old community center, everything you've ever wanted, waiting inside. They didn't receive the letters together. They arrived one by one, exactly where they needed to. Marcus found his tucked beneath the money he was counting. He almost missed it. But when he read it, everything you've ever wanted, he didn't hesitate to accept the invitation. Tasha's came through her cracked window, landing beside her phone. She stared at it, then at the message that made her blood boil. She read the letter, then again, and again, and this time, she smiled. Lila slid beneath her door, quiet, almost gentle. She picked it up slowly, like she already knew it was meant for her. When she read it, her fingers tightened around the page. She was chosen. Something she hadn't felt in a long time. Devin's arrived in plain sight on the table in front of him. No one else noticed, but he did. He read it once, then leaned back, grinning. Of course it was meant for him. Eli's didn't arrive like the others. He found it, already in his hands. He didn't remember picking it up. He didn't remember when it got there. But when he read it, something about it felt wrong. Midnight came. One by one, they stepped out of their doors. No calls, no messages, no plan. Just a direction and a feeling they couldn't ignore. The old community center. The building should have been empty, but it wasn't. The lights flickered, soft at first, then steady, like it was waking up. It felt wrong, and yet beautiful, like stepping into a dream you can't quite remember, but never want to leave. Each room called to them. Marcus saw stacks of cash, more than he'd ever touched. Tasha saw the ones who hurt her, begging. Lila saw someone reaching for her, choosing her. Devin saw himself above everyone, untouchable. And Eli saw nothing. Then came the mirrors, one for each of them. Tall, cracked, humming softly like they were thinking. At first, they reflected nothing. Then, they changed. Marcus watched himself standing over someone, unmoving, while he filled his pockets. Tasha saw flames, bright and hungry, reflected in her own eyes as someone screamed. Lila saw arms wrapped tight around someone, too tight. Love turning into something else. Devin saw people kneeling, not out of respect, but fear. And Eli's reflection stood alone. No power, no prize, just him, watching everything burn behind him. The mirrors didn't just show them something random. It showed the truth, their deep desires, and the lengths they would go to get it. And the building heard them, heard their hearts, loud and clear. A voice began to form. not from one place, but from everything. The walls, the floor, the air itself. Trade your truth for power. They didn't hear it with their ears. They felt it in their chest, in their thoughts, in the quiet place where want becomes need. They felt it at the same time. Not a command, permission. Marcus stepped forward first, eyes locked on the mirror. Tasha's hands trembled, then steadied. Lila hesitated, then smiled. Devin didn't hesitate at all. He stepped through with a confident smile. And Eli stepped back. The room shifted. The mirrors cracked wider, and something inside them stepped out. What started as laughter twisted, voices raised, then broke. Friendship turned sharp. Hesitation turned to instinct, and greed grew teeth. The lights flickered violently. The walls pulsed faster. The dream was rotting, and the rot came alive. The mirrors shattered. The room collapsed into something darker, something hungry. 5 entered. But who all made it out? Find out next week on Whispers in the Dark for part 2 of The Beautiful Rot.